عزای في اللي دربك نار عليها من مرد الرسم نار
Bruno Fazzini introduces Renato Filippini, the designer and the creator of Omega Audio Concepts. He has come to the vintage hi-fi time review testing room to present a CD player that soon will be reviewed in the pages of the online magazine. As well, he wants to talk about his products and about the design philosophy of the Omega Audio Concepts brand. Bruno Fazzini briefly described the company by telling that it took its first steps in the production of cables. Renato Filippini says that the philosophy of the company comes from the carrying of the signal from the source, the CD player he is going to present, and also from a separate converter. Fazzini underlines that each machine by Omega Audio Concepts has a separate power supply and a mechanical structure at the state of the art. In addition to the CD player, Omega Audio Concepts has created and integrated a power amplifier and a pair of loudspeakers that soon will be followed by other models. Now the director of the Vintage Hi-Fi Time Review asks Renato Filippini to illustrate the philosophy of his company. Renato Filippini explains that the design philosophy of Omega Audio Concepts comes from the research on the carrying of the signal and onto dealing with the choice of materials up to their configuration. The result achieved led to a patent concerning the structure and the composition of the conductors. But especially as regards the awareness that the disturbances on the signal are mainly endogenous and not exogenous to the cable. He adds that their research has soon led to the creation of Res Levis in 2001, a loudspeaker with a carbon cabinet, uncoupled through an elastic suspension and an external crossover. Bruno Fazzini asks the reason why Omega Audio Concepts wants to reach a sound result whose main feature is neutrality and the respect of the signal. Renato Filippini answers that in his opinion, sound is the means that makes people of any part of the world interact. So that they can share emotions independently from their culture, language, and social differences. This is why the products by Omega Audio Concepts prefer a fundamental parameter to reach the aim set, the emotion of the listening, sonic naturality. Therefore, the respect of any little shade created by the artist is very important. Otherwise, the meaning and the message the artist wants to transmit is completely distorted. Should the creator not respect the author's original message, it would be like watching a picture with changed colors. The perception of what the author wanted to transmit is thus altered. So, the absolute imperative for all Omega products is not to alterate the original signal. This is why sonic neutrality and naturalness are always put first. Considerable investments are necessary to reach this, since the production techniques are demanding and all the created products must not interact with the signal passing into the circuits, but must tend towards the theoretical limit. This can be reached through machines with the maximum structural rigidity. The only way is to carve them out of one piece of rigid material such as aluminium. Moreover, being quiet is another important aspect for the designer of Omega. Both from the structural and electromagnetic point of view. This is the reason why the objects, that is, the converter, the integrated and the power amplifier, have a separate power supply. Now Bruno Fazzini asks Renato Filippini to explain the meaning of Omega Audio Concept logo. The designer answers that their logo represents their credo, a T that defines a square into which a circle and a triangle are inscribed. The meaning of these geometrical shapes can be understood considering the project of all solid-state electronics, represented by a triangle enclosed within a square, where the elements of the system come to life and take shape from the sphere representing the theoretical limit. Above this, a T comes down to a hug, representing the time factor and dominating above everything, since the music reproduction is an event that happens within a space-time dimension. Therefore, the scanned space-time must be respected, since man perceives music as harmonic time order, space-time order, and noise as harmonic time disorder. Bruno Fazzini invites Renato Filippini to talk about the concrete creation of these products. The designer says that Omega products are very elegant and they are created at the state of the art because the company considers the theoretical limit as the most important factor. In fact, when a company creates an object, its function must be taken into great consideration. This is why cabinets made of aluminium must be as rigid as possible in order to not influence what passes inside them. Moreover, he adds that the company is presenting the DNA linea, where all the cornerstones of the design philosophy of Omega Audio Concepts are present, although it is very new. Finally, Bruno Fazzini thanks Renato Filippini for coming and announces that soon all the products of Omega Audio Concepts will be reviewed in the Hi-Fi Time review.
عزاي في اللي دربك نار عليها بنمرد الرسم نار اهين